Good evening and welcome to Season 2 of my Duskers Let's Play. Season 1 has ended about 3 years ago, and I've learned a few things, but yeah, that's lucky. But I have not played much by ways of the campaign mode. I've mostly been playing the daily challenge, sometimes the weekly challenge, but I don't record that. And I thought I'd finish out this galaxy, or this universe rather, but in the end I decided against it because it became a little tedious. I have so many drones and drone upgrades, I have so much scrap that, yeah, it turned out to be a little bit tedious to do everything here. So that's one of the reasons why I ended season 1. And I've also done most of the objectives. There are some, probably plenty of unfiled and hey you logs that I didn't get so far. So but it's not that they get you come across them randomly. You can't there is not really any logic behind it when you get them, at least none that I have found so far. That's it. Doing the daily challenge, I have learned quite a few things in this game, how to play it, and I've also tried a few things which I also did in this galaxy, like that video regarding Sonic, but I've never really put them into one place, except for the Discord, where which I will put a link to in the description, where folks have traded information pretty much. In any case, I've been asked now that the game has gotten some renewed popularity to maybe pick up my Let's Play again, and I thought it might not be a bad idea to do that. However, the first thing I'm gonna do in this one is to use the to talk about the first, or actually in this series I'm planning to share a bit of that information that I've got in the last year, or the last 3 years, and the first thing I'm going to share information about is the reset. So in my case, I still have a bit of the universe left. There should even be another galaxy I haven't found so far, because right here we have one Stargate in F and one up in Y that we haven't visited. And if we look at the universe, the current galaxy only has one exit that we know of, that goes into N. But as I said, there's probably no further objective there. We do have one objective we might not have done correctly. There was the pandemic. We would have had to dock to the ship Rock Grayling, and we did not, because we had visited that before. However, we got this last log, which means we may have been or this may be the end of this quest line. It may not be. That's a thing we're going to check as well, but only when we come across it. Right, so back to the matter in hand. When we started season 1, we did so with 3 drones, a gather and motion upgrade on drone 1, a generator on drone 2, and a tow and interface on drone 3. When we reset, everything we have will be removed. The ship we're going to get is going to be the Justice Rider again. Not necessarily a military A, but a ship with 2 upgrade slots. We get 3 drones, we get a scrap capacity of 50 and we get a scrap capacity of 6. And I'm not sure. Oh yeah, the 3 drones we get after resetting. We will not have the motion upgrade. We will not necessarily have the interface. I think after the first reset you always get stealth. The first one we never get motion. And you may not even get interface. It's a thing to do when you can't go on, when you feel like, when you've lost all drones, or when you want some more interesting stuff. That reminds me, however, on the difficulty settings, easy starting galaxy is disabled, so we are not going to start, not necessarily going to start in a galaxy with few infestation types. We might get all of them, since we have discovered all of them. We are probably going to keep the dog. I'm not sure, but we'll see about that. So, no going back. No, wait. There was one more thing I wanted to check. If I can. Stats. We have survived 1100 days. And, yeah. No universes so far. So let's reset. That's gonna get us into the second universe. Yes, please. And here we are. Registering anomaly, inconsistencies present, system report compiled. Would you like to view summary? Why not? Warning, vessel recoil, fail. Calculations consistent with projected anomaly re-entry. Initial scans and telemetry inconsistent with previous readings. Common registration points contain variance outside acceptable thresholds. Scanning for possible malfunctions. External monitoring process shows no sign of malfunction. Recommended course of action, proceed with exploration and previous objectives. End of file. So, that's just the advisory for the help. I have no interest in that. Now we are actually in a pretty easy system again. On a military A, 1 infestation type. This is stable. There are a few outposts and a space station D. As I said, we've got 6 propulsion, 50 scrap capacity. Got the Justice Rider. No, that was not the one I wanted. Ship config, there we are, which is a medical C in this case. But that has no bearing on what we've got. We've got... Oh, we do have motion. And stealth. Well, that's weird. Good to know. So I may have reset somewhere in the previous... No, I haven't reset. I thought you never get a motion when you reset the first time. Good to know in any case. We've got Aaron pretty strong, Marvin and John pretty weak. But no interface, and that motion, well, we can grab it as well, but I'm gonna do it with stealth. So it turns out what I thought was right was wrong. The dog, you still hear him. So, yeah. Without further ado, let's go into the first ship, the Military A Civil. In fact, I want to see that galaxy. We've got the Freya system here. Yeah, we can check it out. Tartarus, a salvage sea with 2 infestation types. Yeah, in this system we've got 1 and 2 infestation types. Down here we've got also 1 and 2. So it's a pretty easy galaxy, it seems. I'm gonna take it. Let's get started with the Seville, because it's gonna be a bit of a lesson in stealth, I guess. So we've got Military A classified as a directive, a crew of 1. Kind of big ship. for a crew of 1, but whatever. So, oh right, I forgot that the drone views might be subpar, but it's actually not too bad. So let's just begin. We found the power inlet. And now, since we found all 4 infestation types in the first galaxy, this one might be anything. We do not have an interface, which is going to be a thing to get used to again. From the daily challenge where you always have an interface. But it's fine. We've got a ship defense here, not very useful. Oh, okay, we've got slime. Well, good news and bad. We don't really need the stealth now. Motion is not gonna help us at all. More defenses. This is where an interface would come in handy, because we've got a vent here, because with that we could kill that slime, but there's no crying over stuff you don't have. Oh, no, it's a broken ship upgrade. We could try commandeering the ship. Not a thing I tend to do early. Speaking of could try. How many airlocks do we have? Okay, we've got enough to vent the slime if needed. Now, slime is the first thing I can actually, or the first infestation I can actually say something about, because in the previous, or in the first season, oh, we have scanned, that's nice. In the first season, I didn't actually know how to handle slime. That's the thing that we have learned across the... Oh, why didn't you go home? What did I do here? A thing that we only found out during the challenge, I think it was LB, maybe Decavoid, who found out most of it. And that is that there is a timer, or slime works on a timer. In that... every 2 minutes there is a chance of slime spawning in a room with a certain odds. There is, I think, 40% chance it happens in a room with a visible drone. 30, 40, something around that. Another option that it happens in a room without a visible drone. So if it would have picked a room, if it would have picked R2 for that, for example, and you have a drone in R2, it's gonna spawn elsewhere. And then there's the chance. Oh right, there's also the chance it regrows in a room where there was slime, but it got destroyed by a ship defense or a trap. Oops. And the fourth option is that it doesn't spawn at all. That is called every 3 minutes until every 2 minutes, exactly at the 2-minute mark. So at 2 minutes on the mission timer, 4 minutes, and so on and so on. And what else did I want to say? But it only spawns up to 3 times on the whole ship. Oh right, we've got slime here. What is that, R8? Yes. So let's go down here. And there was some up there. I don't know where else there was some. Let's just close the doors. D10, D7. Actually, let's try again. Let's try to get through here. We can. See if there's slime up here. There isn't. Good. Not here either. Yeah, it only spawns up to 3 times in addition to the slime you start the mission with. And I've closed the doors again. D10, D7, and then let's open a 3. Well, that broke the defense, but I don't care about that. Okay. So, can we commandeer a ship, or is there something I missed? We can, and we're gonna get that long-range scanner. Only have 1 slot. Oh, and we have a lower propulsion fuel charge. That's the thing that I also could have shown. Well, I still can. Nah, let's do it in the next one. Got slime done about here, so we could get that ship upgrade with by commandeering, and we could sell it at an auto trader, which would give us 6 scrap, but there's not really much point. So what did we get? 1 propulsion fuel, 5 scrap, and got Kyle and scan. Right, so let's go to the next ship, another military A, with a lower scrap capacity and 2 infestation types. Everybody is set up. Do we need Kyle? No, we don't need Kyle in the lineup. We don't have any ship upgrades, so let's just go in. There's another way. What is it? Directive on standby. Well, that's not gonna end. Had a crew of 5. Hold was classified. The name is Wombat. Age is 238. It's volatile, so there might be... Oh right, they also found R2. So... we can just call info here, and that tells us fuel access point. P fuel charge maximum of 7, which is pretty good. There's also reroute power that we can tow, so there's 2 ship upgrades. That kinda likes me. I'm not a big fan of that. Oh. A damaged probe is done in a trap. I'm not a big fan of that scrap capacity of the ship, but 2 upgrade slots? We have swarm. Right, this is where things get a little bit interesting. How about taking that probe? And then you take the probe and give me back that gather. So we've got swarm. Well, there's another thing we can put on the list of things to keep in mind. Well, we've got a trap, so we can get rid of that swarm if need be. And that is when you've got swarm on a ship, the vent will spawn. That doesn't work. The vent will spawn more swarm. And there's also a rule behind that. The first 2.5 minutes of the mission, the vent is safe. That means it will not spawn at all. After that, oh, you are already scanned. Okay, missed the timer. After that, between the 2.5 minute mark and the 10-minute mark, the vent will spawn 1 swarm. And that one might be a size 10 swarm. or size 20. If it is a size 20 swarm, the vent is safe. If it's a size 10 swarm, the vent will be safe for another 2.5 minutes. And then it will spawn another size 10 swarm before 10 minutes from the first spawn are over. That means the latest first spawn is at 10 minutes and the latest second spawn is at 20 minutes. If the first spawn happens at 5 minutes, the latest second spawn happens at 15. Oh, another vent. Another scan. I'm still missing my second infestation type. That doesn't like me too much. Okay, it's leapers. Or a leaper rather. Good news, I don't have to worry about slime. Oh, I do have to worry about taking a leaper hit to the face, which is not my favorite way of doing things. Not in general a good idea. So flag R5 and R8 because we know there's stuff in there. That vent has not yet spawned. Not having interface, I am going to head, and I will have to get a little bit creative about how to get rid of everything if I want to commandeer this ship. Okay, good news. Another power inlet. Bad news, it's way in the ass end of nowhere. Huh. Let's hope there's nothing down here. Where's the center of this room? Infestations are always in the center of the room except D7. Well, let's open D25, get those guys out of there. Another power inlet. Okay. What do you have? You have a stun. I'm not a big fan of having to leave behind stuff. Well, that I'm not a big fan of either. Which way are you guys gonna go? R9 or R10 would be great. Swarm likes to move between two rooms, but it also likes to go to the right or up if they can, if they have the choice between multiple doors. Sometimes they don't like to go at all, which, you know, isn't great. So where did you go? Did you go anywhere? Yes, you did. Good. 653. Anybody in here? No. Good. Flag R10 because we know there's somebody there. Then we're gonna duck. Shit. that I don't like. The big question is if I just use that trap to start killing those guys. Which might be the best idea. Get rid of some stuff. Let's see, we need the stealth, the get on the scan, not so much. That's the center of the room, that's good. Right, let's see. Let's open D31 as well. I'd love to have a lure here. So that killed a few things. That's one, that leaper. Oh crap. Not good. So there's an open door between those two rooms. Not ideal. The good news is the swarm won't attack doors for long, just like this, because they can move into the other room. The bad news is they will occasionally attack doors. So anything here? Yes, a new swarm. It looks like a big swarm. Yep, definitely a big one. Do we have motion? We do. Do we have a return on one of those rooms? Preferably R2? Yes! Alright. Is that the one? Yes. No, shit. Right. I'm a dumbass. Forgot to put in the trap. Could have done this a little bit smarter. Oh well, it happens. Happens to the best of us. Come on. Aren't you guys in here? Could have sworn, yes, I did put you in there. Let's see, D11. Oops, not exactly as planned. Time to get them in here. Very good. That's one of them. I want the other two as well, if I can get them. The 32. Oop. Yeah, most of them are upstairs. Yes! That killed them all. Alright, R6 was a spawn. Event spawn. So we used 2 traps, but we made quite a dent. Good. Oh! Hey! There's a thing I forgot. And there's the dog. So, don't really need the trap or the stun right now. Let's go in there again. Good. Nothing. So... Oh, in fact, let's go down here. Right, so R12 has the power either R13 or R14. Well, it might also only power R8, but that would be weird for a military ship. Very weird. No, that was not what I meant to do. I meant to do this. Right. Well, let's leave the scan for now. And where's my... there. Power inlet. Right. Yeah, just about what I thought. In fact, let's do it this way. What? No, not motion. Scan. What room is that? R11. One needs to go there as well, because I hope that, yes, R10 is powered. Good. And now we can go up to 24. The question is, do we still have another leaper? If yes, we might have to move it back and forth a little, but things look good. Nothing to be found. Good. Can we come in the other ship? We cannot. I've got an idea why that might be. guess. Yep, that was a half-size spawn. This vent has spawned a second time. I was afraid of that. On the other hand, I should be able to just wait until they're over in R16 and then vent them that ways. Because as I said, they seem to like going to the right. If given the chance. Seem to. All right. Now we just play the waiting game. If we had a... if we had an interface, we could also use that to lure everything into defenses, but we don't, so we can't. I could also use a trap, but this being campaign mode, I kind of want to save my traps. Didn't I open this door? I did. That's the problem with swarms, they sometimes don't like moving. Same for leapers. Right, A3. Bam, there we go. Can we get it now? Yes. Got the reroute power, got lower scrap capacity, which is fine for now because we didn't pick up that much scrap, I don't think. 3 ship upgrade slots, one of them the permanent cannon. 7 propulsion fuel. That is helpful. Yeah, picked up 1 more propulsion fuel, picked up 10 scrap. Oh, that's pretty nice. Pretty high. Yeah, and we got the drone, the upgrades from the broken drones. Which is another reason why I did that. So ship config, I got that reroute power. We're not gonna use it for now. And here we are. We can't really do anything with the outposts. We can jump here, and from there we could jump to the space station using some of our propulsion fuel reserve. Not entirely sure I want to do that. I'm also pretty certain I wanna... let's drop that probe. Trap we can keep, the motion is... well, okay, in that case we're gonna take Kyle in. Well, I could also use the probe instead of the scan. We'll see. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure I wanna make this video longer than it needs to be. I mean, I've gone over a few things already, which honestly could be kind of spoilers, but on the other hand, it's useful knowledge. Useful knowledge. But yeah, I think next time... Oh, it's a private B, that's not too big. But I think we're gonna pick that one up next time. Should be on Thursday. If this one really went up Monday, as is intended. So the dog also says, I'll see you then. And until then, thank you and good night.